It was unfortunately not much of a surprise.
According to an annual report outlining child poverty rates across the country, Canadian children living with the least are in the north and on the prairies. The report, called Poverty, the Pandemic, and the Province, shows Manitoba's child poverty rate is the highest at 20.68%. Sid Franco, a member of Campaign 2000, the nonprofit organization behind the report, says that percentage number means 64,670 children in Manitoba are in poverty, which is 13,357 more than the population of Manitoba's second largest city, Brandon.
This is a large number of children.
The territory of Nunavut sits among the highest in the country at a rate of 28.1%. Saskatchewan was 1 percentage point lower than Manitoba at 19.7%. BC and Ontario were merely identical at just over 13%, and Alberta was at 12.8%. Frankel says low wages, labor, and minimum benefits are what differentiate Manitoba from the rest.
The maximum benefit for the Manitoba child benefit is $420. The maximum benefit for Alberta's child benefit is $1,128. So there's lots of room for improvement there.
More than 1 in 8 children live in poverty in Canada, which is nearly 1 million children. In Manitoba, that number is 1 in 5. The report found that overall poverty rate in Canada decreased by 40% in 2020, which Michael Redhead Champagne says was due to federal COVID-19 supports.
I believe that poverty is on the level of COVID-19 in terms of being a crisis for children and families in Canada. And if we can do it then, we should be able to do it today.
The report shows children facing poverty are at a higher risk of negative health outcomes, suicide, and are more likely to experience poor educational outcomes. Desiree McIver says Manitoba often gets overlooked due to its Indigenous population.
There's no real support programs for Indigenous persons and people who are experiencing deep levels of poverty. So I feel like it's like an attack on Indigenous persons.
The report makes several recommendations specific to Manitoba. The biggest one is urging the Manitoba government to end family poverty in the 2023-2024 budget. Manitoba Kiwetinoyo Okamakinak Grand Chief Garrison Settee says the provincial government needs to respond to the recommendations outlined in the report immediately.
It is surprising that there's not enough people that care. Our society at large needs to wake up to the fact that it's 2023. We shouldn't be talking about poverty in Canada.
In Winnipeg, Alex Karpa, City News.